Good morning. This is Howard Perry, and I wish you blessings. And I'm just sharing with you. It's a great August morning here in California. The sun is out. It's almost perfect weather, and I can see why people travel thousands of miles to be out here. But what it reminds me too is of God, and how He does things, right? And one of the statements I love in the Bible, I feel like it's just such a Godfather kind of move, is when He said, they asked him, "So who are you?" And He just said, "I am that I am." Now imagine somebody telling you that. You say, "Mr. So, Mr. James." Not, you don't know his name. You just say, "Sir," and He's your provider. He's the one that provides you with food and shelter and everything that you need, and you feel grateful to that person, or you might suspect that person, or you want to know more about that person for whatever reason. And you say, "Who are you?" And He says, "I am that I am." How would you feel? You feel like, oh, whoa. You feel a couple of different ways. Either He's a boss man, He's just saying, "Don't ask me no questions. Just let me provide for you and understand what it is that I provide, and understand that I'm asking in return, only thing I'm asking in return is your worship, and I'm asking you to help your fellow man, help the poor, help the underclass, help the underprivileged, help the undereducated, help the ones that didn't have the opportunities you have." That's what "I am that I am" says. And I call Him God the Father. I call Him Jah Rastafari. I call Him Jehova. But in my most desperate moments, I just say, "God, please help me." This is Howard. I pray to you every day. It's like calling you every day. And the reason I call you every day is because, the way I look at it, there's billions of people on earth that pray to you and try to get to attention. But they're not consistent. Well, they're not all consistent. Let me just say that. But what I want to look at in my mind, just the way I visualize things, is that when I call you, and I have an emergency, I want you to look at my call and say, "Oh, that's Howard. We talk on a regular basis. Let him through. Let him through the switchboard like back in the old days." And that's happened to me. And I'm recording this because I'm so grateful for all the opportunities He's given me. I'm grateful that I've had incidents where I nearly died and came back 3 times. And that's a story for another time. So anyway, just God bless. I just had it on my heart. And a pastor once told me, and because I asked him, like, "You always talking about you talk to God. Well, how come you don't talk to me? I mean, what kind of thing was going on here?" And then he said, well, the way he interprets it is believing in your first mind. And that is so true. Because even if you outside of religion or whatever, but a lot of times if you listen to your first mind already knows the answer. And what messes up, you have the other logic or your cultural background or whatever, and it makes you question it, and then you either throw away that idea that God gave you, or you take another route. So I believe that I communicate with God, He communicates with me, and so that's the way I interpret it, and that's why I continue to pray. And there's a lot of things He's had me done in my life that I probably wouldn't agree with. I mean, it's just like, okay, I'm just going to do this because you said it's the way to do it. And it's worked out for me. It's given me new energy. One of these days I'll tell you my story. But anyway, God bless everybody. If you listen to this whole thing, thank you so much. And it's just something I had in my heart that I wanted to share. My soul wanted to share. My spirit wanted to share. And I hope for somebody that they have kind of the same feelings that I do. And they believe that God is, I am. that I am. God bless.